So I'm sitting today with Dr. Julia L. Mayer, who is a psychologist and a novelist, author of A Fleeting State of Mind, a book about a psychologist and about relationship issues. So we're going to get into some real-life relationship issues, and we're also going to talk about the characters in the book and their relationship issues. So let's dig into a couple of different themes here.
Okay.
So, Julie, relationships, right? They're a fascinating place.
Minefield.
Minefield, but also entertaining minefield.
Sure.
And you've written an entire novel that's all about relationships. But here's a big one. When is the right time in a new relationship? When is the time to actually have sex in a relationship for the first time?
Oh, boy.
Isn't it the third date? Isn't that the rule? I forget. First we go out and have dinner, and then I got to, buy you flowers, and then...
There needs to be a second date.
Right, the second date, right. And then we get to the third date, right? And then it's obligatory.
Well, I hate to use recipes for things like relationships, although I have heard that as common lore. I think you have to ask yourself some questions. Is this a person that you see yourself really getting to know, and do you feel like they're interested in getting to know you? Sometimes if you have sex too soon, you can't really tell how interested the person is.
It kind of clouds the issue a little bit, right?
Make it murky, and all this emotional stuff comes up. And
right.
So sometimes it's better to hold off, but it really has to do with your own comfort level and whether you can tolerate the unknown.
Mm-hmm. And whether you can tolerate your own chemistry.
Yeah, because a lot of times one person has more chemistry with the other than the other,
Right.
It just gets complicated.
Well, and this is part of what Dr. June Gray has to negotiate in her new relationships and in her old relationships. So you've written a fun novel here, an entertaining novel, but it's got a lot of good sort of advice baked into it. So we want to invite people to come over to afleetingstateofmind.com and learn a little bit more about the novel and about Dr. June Gray, and join Julie for a virtual book reading where she's going to read a couple of excerpts from the book. So come on over right now to afleetingstateofmind.com and check it out.